Vincent ASMR video. And today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be rating some foods, different kinds of foods, different parts of the world. Every cuisine should be included. So if you do like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you don't want to see a part 2 of this or any other series, or you have any suggestions, comment down below. And finally, don't forget to subscribe. We're on our way to 1,250 subscribers. Let's get right into it. So, I'm going to be rating these foods, not ranking them. I will give them a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. And obviously I'll say if I have any sort of bias, or if this is just a food that I particularly don't like or something like that. So let's do it. So, number 1, we have churros. I'm a big fan of churros. Nice, light cinnamon. You can dip them in chocolate, stuff like that. They're good. I'm gonna give them, so if like 5 is something that's like average, I'm going off that scale. I'm gonna give churros a 7.5. So pretty good. I quite like a churro. Next we have quesadilla. I like quesadillas as well. Another food within the Mexican cuisine. Although I feel like Mexican food, quesadillas are definitely more like Mexican food, whereas I feel like churros are not necessarily just Mexico. I'm gonna go with an 8 because there's a little more variety. I really like quesadillas, but you can kind of put different stuff in them, as opposed to churros, you can kind of only have one way. So yeah. Alright, there's also going to be foods that I have not tried. Next we have tamal, which I don't think I've ever actually had. Oh, tamales, I guess I've kind of had them. I don't really remember them though. I'm not going to rank it. Next we have the Korean dish. Bulgogi. I don't know how to say it properly, but I believe it is spicy meat cooked over a barbecue. I think it's a barbecue style spicy meat. I like it a lot. I would go with probably like a 7.5. Bimbap. Again, another Korean food. Also, these are kind of like already in a list of just like random foods and stuff, so I'm just kind of going off that. For some reason, I've never been that big into like bimbap dishes or anything like that. So I'm gonna give this one like a 6. It's not bad though. Next we have Parmigiano Reggiano, which is like, there's like Parmesan cheese, and then that's like a specific place in Italy, I think, that makes that amazing. Parmesan cheese, low-key kind of underrated. I'm gonna go with an 8. Baguette. Now, I'm gonna be very biased on this one. For those who watch the channel, you will know that I'm half French. I love baguette. You can make it into a sandwich. You can just put butter on them. Baguette is honestly probably like a 9.5. It's just the versatility there is amazing. So, yeah, love it. Next we have a pretzel. Pretzel. It also has the variety. Obviously, it doesn't have like that sandwich variety. It's more just like you can go for like a sweet or like a savory kind of thing. Sweet or salty. So I probably give it like a 6.57. Next we have, I'm going to skip just any of the ones that I'm not familiar enough with to rank. Next we have chocolate chip cookies, specifically chocolate chip. Now, chocolate chip cookies are interesting because it's like, it totally depends. I'd say I'm a bigger fan of like a soft break than a really crunchy break. And no nuts. Like, don't put nuts in a chocolate chip cookie. Don't ruin it. My ideal chocolate chip cookie is going to be like a 9.5. The average one I've had is probably like an 8. So yeah. I mean, it's just such a classic cookie, you know. Next we have fajitas. Very much like a Tex-Mex vibe. Fajitas are very underrated. This is like 8.5. I really enjoy fajitas. Again, you got the versatility of what kind of goes in them and stuff. So yeah, I'm going with an 8.5. Love me fajitas. You can get like a nice spice and then put some sour cream in it to kind of like cool it down. I like that dynamic in there. Next we have naan, or naan. I think it's a naan. I think it's Indian bread. Yeah, Indian bread. Sometimes it contains fillings like potatoes, onions, or garlic. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's bread, but it's not like a baguette where that's a little more versatile. I think a naan is a little less versatile. But still good, very good. Especially like a garlic or a cheese one. So I'm gonna go a 7.5 on that one. We haven't hit any foods that I don't like yet. Alright, we're getting into some big territory for me here. We're going with nachos. Nachos are good. I love nachos. I'm probably a little biased. I think I like nachos a lot more than the average person. I'm giving them a 9. The only thing I don't like about nachos is that when you put like the cheese on top, then a lot of the times the chips on the bottom don't have the cheese on them, or they don't have any of the toppings. So that's the only bad thing. But yeah, I'm scrolling past some that I'm not familiar with. French fries. See, French fries is just one of those things where it could literally be rated like a 2 or a 9. I'm just gonna give it like a 5.5. It just completely depends where you get it and stuff like that. So that's a bit difficult. Let's see what we got next. What do we have next? Fudge. Chocolate fudge. I know some people who really don't like fudge, and I know some people that absolutely love fudge. I don't feel like I have a particularly strong opinion on fudge. I'm gonna go with like a 6. It's good. Definitely wouldn't be my choice of like just dessert or anything like that, but I wouldn't like not try it. So alright, next we have Burek. Balkan food, Balkan breakfast. It's sort of like, how would I compare it to anything? It's like, almost like I honestly don't know how I would compare it to anything. It's like almost like a tortilla outside kind of thing. Very like soft dough on the outside, and then they put like, sometimes it's like potato inside, sometimes it's cheese, sometimes it's spinach, meat. I really enjoy it. It's really good. Obviously, best served warm. I'll probably go like an 8. Very good. Underrated. Next we have quiche. classic quiche, bacon, cheese, egg, obviously, sometimes mushroom. Definitely a bigger fan of a warm quiche than a cold quiche. But quiche are great. You can kind of like just throw whatever you want in there. I'll give it like a good 8. Love me a quiche. Oh, this is kofte. I don't know if I've had this. I've had kofta. Is that the same thing? They're like little piece of beef. I think it's Turkish, and they can be spicy or not. And they're like coated with something or like fried. I've made them like twice. Very good, extremely underrated. And you have to like put them on like a nice bread and then put some like yogurt over them or something like that. Or just something that kind of wets them, for lack of a better word. But yeah, good. Next we have a pizza. It looks like a classic margarita style pizza. Good. Alright. Again, we're getting to another thing like French fries where it completely depends on where you ordered from. If you're gonna get it from some just fast food type thing, it's probably not gonna be as good as like a restaurant pizza. But pizza on it, it's probably like an 8 just because, French fries are very much like a side. They're kind of like an afterthought, whereas pizza, everyone likes pizza and it can be like the main thing. Like you can be like, oh, I'll get a bunch of pizzas for everyone, as opposed to like, is everyone really gonna want a bunch of French fries? Like it's not the same. Pizza's hard. I like it. Next we have pasta carbonara. Now, I can't lie. Carbonara would very much not be my first choice. I'm a bigger fan of pasta that has a tomato-based sauce than a I don't even know. Is it like egg-based? Honestly, I don't even know. I'll give it a 6. Again, it depends on where you're getting it to, but yeah, I prefer a whatever you call it. I don't know why I'm blanking it. Just like spaghetti, whatever why am I blanking it? Well, my favorite is probably like a bolognese, like one with like actual meat in it and stuff. So yeah. Let's see what we got next. Pad Thai. A national dish of Thailand. So yeah, it's like tofu, shrimp, beans, or like sprouts too, and then I think there's peanuts in it as well, and then egg. The thing that Pad Thai gets exactly right is the combination of like salty sweet. Like that balance is really good. I'm not personally the biggest fan, but it is good. I'm gonna go with a nice 7.5. Next we have a fondue. This looks like cheese fondue. Now, I'm gonna come in with a bit of an unpopular opinion here. I am very much not a fan of cheese fondue. I'm probably giving this a 3. There's something about the cheese in a cheese fondue that smells disgusting to me. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. So yeah, something about it that I don't like. I mean, some of these are just too general, like milkshake. Honestly, not a big fan of milkshakes. I think they're overrated. So you can come at me in the comments. It really depends where you get it though. Like, if it's a place that knows what they're doing, like it's probably a really good milkshake, but yeah. Next we have the classic meal of the UK, fish and chips. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Breaded fish with some nice chips or fries on the side. Again, this is a thing with big variety. I feel like I'd probably like end somewhere around like 6.57. Simple meal, easy to eat, fairly cheap as well. But obviously, I mean, it's just fish and chips at the end of the day. So we are making our way down the list here. Next we have hummus. Hummus. I'm a big fan of hummus. Hummus with some pita chips, hummus with some pita bread, hummus with your assorted vegetables. Very good. In fact, the other day I probably had some of the best hummus I've ever had in my life. So good. I'm giving that an 8. I think that feels about right. Yeah, I love hummus. I don't know, it's so light and like filling at the same time. Next, we have fried chicken. Fried chicken. I'm a big fan of chicken, big fan of meat in general. But fried chicken. I don't know if like breaded and fried is kind of the same thing. I suppose it sort of is, but I don't know. I like fried chicken. I think it's slightly overrated. So I'm going to give it a 7.5 for me personally. Alright, next we have spaghetti bolognese. That's a 9. That is a 9. It probably varies between like a 10 and a 6 for me. I just think it's so good. Combining the tomato sauce with some nice beef, it is phenomenal every time. Not too difficult to make if you're on your own, and not too expensive if you order it at a restaurant, or at least it shouldn't be. So yeah, like it quite a bit. What do we have next? Brownies. Again, that's kind of hard to judge. Just they could be anywhere. Honestly, I don't think I've ever really had a terrible brownies. I'd probably give them like a 7, 7.5. But as I get older, I've started to like them more, so I'm gonna give them an 8. Next we have a burrito. Big fan of burritos. Very big fan. They are fire. Obviously, it depends on what you put in them. Most burritos I've had, absolutely fire. 8.5. Mac and cheese is next. Going with a 9. Love me some mac and cheese. Simple, easy. And obviously you have like the store brand ones, that's like Kraft mac and cheese type stuff. But if you have like the homemade proper ones with like the smaller noodles that are kind of fat, that is good. Very underrated. Oh wow, this video is getting there, so I will wrap it up soon. Next we have a croissant. I am biased here again, I'm giving it a 9. I love croissants. Sweet, savory, you can put some ham and cheese in them, you can put some like jam in them, or you can have them by themselves, just a nice like buttered croissant. Very good. 9. And we're coming to my most highly rated food. I think we'll end on that. Obviously, if you guys want a part 2, don't forget to like this video. And that is going to be the burger. If I had to pick any meal I could have for the rest of my life, it would be a hamburger. Obviously, switch up what's inside. Sometimes I want cheese, sometimes I want bacon. Switch up the vegetables, switch up the sauce. Burger, so versatile. Perfect. Especially if you got like a nice, just like if you make the actual burger, like you buy the minced beef and then you like put whatever spices you want in and stuff like that, seasoning, stuff like that. Burgers, great, versatile. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys do want to see a part 2 to this video, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you do want to see, or let me know down in the comments if you do want to see part 2 of any other series, or you have any suggestions, don't forget to comment down below. And finally, don't forget to subscribe. We are on our way to 1,250 subs. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.